Just wanted to go ahead. I had announced this previously and wanted to go ahead and get the video out here this morning. We're going to be doing a Star Wars Unlimited Jump to Lightspeed Carbonite box crack and going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway with it. Channel's a nice little fun hobby of mine. I figured this is kind of a way to give back to the community that has made this entertaining and interesting. So here we go. What have I got to tell you? Before we start, I want to let you know that entry is free. Any domestic shipping is going to be free, any basic domestic shipping. I don't have any sponsors for this event, so this is giving away product that I own. Subscribers with comments correctly entered as described in the video will be eligible, and the full rules can be found on my Google Drive. There will be a link to that in the video description. All right, so on with the show. What is in your Carbonite pack? I started a little tear up here just so that I could actually get into the thing. In the packs, what you're going to find is one spot. The leader spot will be a dedicated hyperspace or showcase card. Then you're going to find 7 foil cards, and you can find any rarity among those. So you could find legendaries in that foil spot. You can find rares in that foil spot. It's usually several commons and uncommons. Then you're going to find 1 prestige card, and the prestige cards have 2 tiers. Those tiers are tier 1, which are non-foiled, and then tier 2 and 3, and the tier 2 cards are foiled. The tier 3 cards are serialized, 1 to 250, and there are only 250 of each of 36 cards. At the end, there are 5 hyperspace and 2 hyperspace foil cards at the very back of the pack. So, pack number 1, what do we get? Started with Asajj Ventress. See if I can turn her the right way up. Dedicated Wingman. You're seeing these before I am. System check. This is one of the set cards, the shuttle. Red 5. Close the shield gate, which means our next card up should be the serialized, and we got a Devastator. So nice little fun one there. A tier 1, so no foiling on this one. Then we start with the hyperspace. Out of the airlock, TIE Vanguard, all wings are poured in. Got a Dengar. Our first of the legendaries in the box, Death Star Plans. Death Star Plans is the last card that I have yet to open in a regular version. I've got 3 of these now. All of them are at least hyperspace. Weird. Black Squadron Scout Wing and Rafa. So, over to my left, I also have a set of sleeves, which you may see me stop to sleeve anything that's big. So, let's explain what you have to do in the contest. If you're here already and you're watching the video, first thing that I'd like you to do, you don't have to, is to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Both of those will help out the reach quite a bit, and it will help me to kind of find you. And then step 1 of your contest entry is to comment on this video with the prestige card. There are 36 of them, and it does not have to be one that's included in this video, that you like the most. We got Admiral Akbar here on top. Guerrilla Soldier. AT Occupier, that's a lot of fun to play for 1. Fleet Interdictor. Salvage. Commence Patrol. A Moff Gideon. Nice little rare there. Followed by another rare, the Starship Thief, which means that we are coming up on our Millennium Falcon. And this is a tier 2. So, one of the possible prizes for this thing is going to be a tier 2 Prestige Millennium Falcon. So make sure you get your entries in. Like the video, subscribe to the page, put down in your comments which of the cards you are most interested in, not necessarily the ones that are in here. The rest of this pack. We got Punch It. We have Insurgents, Security Fighter, Security Team, Defense Shuttle. Interesting little card with Kazuda. We have a Pilot and an Anakin Skywalker. Rounding out pack number 2. There will be a little bit more beyond what we are here, but let's move on. So, if you see me stop to sleeve things, that's because as the Millennium Falcon came up, that's going to be one of the possibilities in the prizes. While I've got you here and kind of showing through cards, what's on this channel? Well, started for Star Wars Unlimited content and is a channel that is mostly going to be dedicated to decks, some deck tech here and there. I've got a video that's on some draw math that talks about the new bases. If you're looking for metagame discussions, I'm probably not going to be able to follow them as tightly as some others. I've got a full-time work that I've got to do elsewhere, and I can do this as a hobby, but not all the time, unless this becomes something that really grows beyond what I expect. Prestige card in this pack is going to be a Silver Angel, but just a regular Prestige. We have Dedicated Wingmen, TIE Ambush Squad, a Celestian Spacer. Let's see if we can get these back up here. Fly Casual. Another Legendary, the Invincible. The Landing Shuttle. And your all clear kid, the 2 hypers. Oh, yeah. That one almost didn't look like a hyperspace from that angle. All right. So yeah, I'm hoping that this channel kind of continues growing. It's been fun to watch it as a, see where it goes type of project. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the content. I hope that you are here to kind of check things out, and we'll see what happens. All right. Let's speed up a little bit and get through some packs, shall we? I'm going to pull out the big hits in here. So, Rio Hyperspace. Got a foil of the Devastator as one in that block. Have a Tier 1 Prestige Fireball. And this is fun just to have because these are kind of rare to get, but the Hyperfoil of the Thermal Oscillator. So not one of the things that I would hope to get in a standard pack by any means, but in one of these as a part of it, not a bad hit. I think of the rare bases, that's maybe my second that I've seen in Hyperfoil. So just an interesting little bit. Admiral Trench. And as I said, we'll kind of speed up a couple of things here as we go. Got a rare in here of Luke Skywalker. And follow that up with a Red Leader, Tier 1 Prestige card. And the only other rare in here is going to be the Hyperspace of the Rampart. Well, so far, we are on pack number 6. And we've seen one Tier 2 Prestige, which is a little below what par is, but we'll see what goes with the rest of the box, and we'll see what goes with this pack. So, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Rare of the Phantom 2. Which was followed by a Home 1, interestingly enough, which was followed by a Home 1. So we got back-to-back the foil of the Legendary. And just to kind of show you a little bit the different art that's on these cards, the concept and the other things like that's there. You've got the full bordering on, just kind of the regular card in foil. But then this is the Tier 1 Prestige, which doesn't have the foiling or anything standing out on it, but it does run the same text and gives you the wall-to-wall art and just kind of a different concept of the same ship here. But interesting to hit those in back-to-back spots. Not a bad pack either, because this would technically be the third legendary that's in it with the Devastator. And oddly enough, the Phantom 2, so 2 Phantom 2s in that one. And another rare, this guy letting you attach to ships for 2. So he occupies the pilot spot and kind of blocks your opponent from dropping a pilot into one of their ships. But at the same time, you know, he's unique and cheaper, but doesn't exhaust a ship the same way that you would if you were using something like Perilous Position. Good little card. Did I say step 2 earlier? Yeah, there's a second step. We'll get to that in a minute. Regular Darth Vader. Got an Ahsoka in here. There is no escape. And a Tier 1 of Red 5. Nothing too spectacular, but we'll kind of show you things as they go. Yeah. On with the next one. Poe. Not anything spectacular. I think I'm still missing one of the hyperspace leaders, but I don't know. It's nothing too fancy. This time we got the Houndstooth. I really like what they did with this. I do hope that even if they're not in prestige formats, that we get some more art of this style with some of our cards, because that's a spectacular looking card. Got an IG-88 in here and a L337. She's an interesting one. Doesn't actually get defeated. Jumps to her seat. Becomes a very powerful upgrade on a ship. So a 3 cost, 3/3, which is not a bad stat line, but can turn into a 3/3 upgrade as long as you have a ship out there and ready. Now I do very much appreciate having the starter deck cards in with some of these packs, because I have opened enough now of Fett Spire Spray to be able to run that thing consistently without having to crack into the starter decks. Reinforcements, foil of the Starhawk. We have a Tier 2 of the Razor Crest. X-Wing. The only other thing really in here is the Ahsoka in hyperspace. We'll go ahead and set that Razor Crest aside there. I did open another box of the Carbonite ones, and so if this grows a bit, we will wind up with more prize support. When I say more prize support, I will say that this contest has in it a kind of growth option. If the subscribers to this channel reach certain thresholds, I will add more prizes. If we get to 500, I will add a second Tier 2, no, second winner. If we get to 750, I'll add a third winner. And if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will add a showcase to the prize. So up to 4 winners on what I've got planned, depending on the number of people that are subscribed at the end of the contest. Admiral Yularen, but then a regular blue leader. Twin laser turret, Director Krennic, Cassian Andor. Here's one I need more of. Turbo laser salvo. Nice to have that in the hyperfoil, but definitely one of those cards that is a 3 of between your deck and the sideboard in a Piet deck. Nice little way with your big ships to just wipe the other side of the board, especially considering that on 6 you can, Piet's on the board, you can put out an 8-cost ship, easily bombard the rest of the board for quite a bit. Nothing too fancy here. We got rows. So let's describe what's in step 2. Step 2 is pretty simple. I need to kind of verify that you're not a robot and that you spend a little bit of time here. And so for that, I'm going to ask you to do another thing just so that I can find and verify what's going on. Here we have the Tier 2 Prestige of the Starhawk. It's an interesting card to see if you can put on the table, and if it sticks, man, you can do some weird stuff with it. Be wild the next turn. I said I didn't wind up having a lot of these bases. There's the second one. Just to be able to verify kind of that somebody's there and that they're paying attention. We do have a step 2 to the contest and what I expect in here. So what I need you to do for the remainder of the contest is that I want you to go to the Predicting the Meta for Jump to Lightspeed. And I want you to comment there with your favorite Prestige card, and it does not have your favorite Prestige card from this video. And then comment there with the leader that you are most excited to play with. We did not hit a showcase in this box, which, you know, happens. Navat Village, Harding Computer, and a Tier 1 of the Millennium Falcon. So nothing serialized in this box, nothing outlandish. Got a few of the legendaries, got some interesting hyperspace cards, but that's just kind of what's in a box. I've seen some people that kind of go hit and miss. This one was possibly a little bit more of a miss. The first one that I pulled had a Admiral Holdo showcase in it, and if you watched the leaders video, you'll get a good laugh because Admiral Holdo is exactly the one that I called would be the leader that I opened. So there you have it. So thanks for watching. The official rules, as I said, will be linked in the description below. I've outlined most of them as we went, and I hope that you will have an opportunity to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out some more of the content, and if you want to see the prize support for this thing grow, share this around. If you've seen it in a group already, please don't spam it in those groups. I'm going to advertise the video a little bit, but then it's kind of up to you to see how big it gets. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.